Welcome to the Bogart Podcast, episode number 8. I'm Evan Bogart, and with me is my partner in crime, David Parshall, coming from Jacksonville, Florida. And we have a show for you today. But before we get into it, call the show 585-678-1660. That's 585-678-1660. You can email the show at thebogartpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on social media, The Bogart Podcast on Facebook. Tune in to Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and I don't know where other places. I forgot already.
Apple Podcasts.
Oh, yeah, Apple Podcasts. You know what's funny about that is that out of all of them, the Apple Podcast, we don't have any listeners on.
You have at least one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Me.
I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, so what's good in the hood, Dave?
Last week was the wife's birthday week. She turned 29, so we're both 29. And she's like, I had it's like so much last week that I don't even remember. you know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? Yeah.
We're just, getting everything logistically and planned for the October Festival, so I'm excited about that. Going to Oktoberfest, not in Germany, but in Breckenridge, Colorado. I used to live there about 10 years ago for a half a year, and I was like, I told a bunch of my old Navy buddies, like, bros and brosettes, dudes and dudettes, we should totally go in 2022 because it'll be like 10 years since I've been there. And this was all a couple of years ago, like right around when the Rona happened. Maybe it was before. Honestly don't remember because I have such a terrible memory. You know what I'm saying? And I guess we could make also a drinking game for the listeners to every time I say you know what I'm saying. They take a drink, you know what I'm saying?
Take a drink.
Anywho, so, because I say that a lot too, but anywho, 10 years ago, I lived there, and I went to Oktoberfest, and then after Oktoberfest, I went back to New York, joined the Navy, and then, I made a bunch of friends in the Navy who I keep in contact with, and we should all go to Oktoberfest in Breckenridge, and I can show you my old stomping grounds. And none of them are going, but I really, really, really wanted to go. So my wife and child were going, and my wife's mom and dad and sister and brother live out in Colorado, not in Breckenridge, but in a town called Castle Rock, which is just south of Denver. And then she's also got an aunt and uncle that lives out there too. So now we're doing this impromptu family reunion. Her grandparents are coming out, and her grandparents live in Utah, and we haven't seen them since I think it was before the Rona. We went out there to Utah for that one holiday in the fall, Thanksgiving. The Buffalo Bills played the Dallas Cowboys, and the Buffalo Bills smoked them. I remember because, her grandma was a Cowboys fan, and I really wasn't a football fan then, but, obviously I'm going to root for the Buffalo Bills. But yeah. I guess you could say now I'm a Buffalo Bills fan after working with all those people in Rochester. So, yeah, we're doing a huge, not huge, but, a little family reunion for them because they haven't seen Harper since she was like a baby. And so I got a great deal on airline tickets, and then I just been keeping my eye on the Airbnb market for that town. And I remember this past weekend I found one that was like $208 ish a night. And I was like, all right, I'll keep that saved. And then this weekend when I was at work, Jess was looking for places with her mom and sister, and at work, I was like, okay, I'm just going to look too, see what's in it. And, the prices, skyrocketed. I'm like, oh, my God, what the hell's going on? It's like, no. It's not gonna happen. But and then when I came back home and went looking again, the prices were like not super crazy, which was kind of weird. We didn't end up going through Airbnb. We ended up going through the Vrbo or VRBO, whatever it's called.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's another thing that's just like Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yeah.
So, a place was secured. I'm thinking the mother-in-law secured it, so that's cool. So we'll, the three families, we'll split the difference, and which is cool. So we're not like having a super huge bill. I didn't want to like front the bill if we were just gonna be me and Jess and Harper, and then her mom and dad and brother and sister. Mm-hmm. But now that like there's like a shit ton more people going,
split that bill.
And so yeah, that was that. I got the missus some birthday stuff, birthday presents, some stuff for me, some stuff for her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And, you dirty dog.
But the real birthday present was a pottery class.
Oh, that's cool.
I got her a couple cases of liquid death. So in that part, add some echo and reverb and delay, and make it sound all epic in post. Yeah. So she works all day. She comes home. She cracks a cold one, and they're so exquisite. I got her the mango something or another and the lime one, and it's funny. So
mango chainsaw. Yeah.
I bought them on Amazon, and I got such a better deal on Amazon than buying it I can get it at Target here in town. But
now, do you have an Amazon membership?
I do. However, I don't have the Amazon Prime. I only get the Prime when they offer it to me for free.
Oh, okay.
But so like I get a Prime membership 2 or 3 times a year. I think they caught on because they didn't offer me a free month trial. They offered me a 3-month trial for half the price, and then full price after those 3 months, and I declined it. And on Amazon Prime, or Amazon, I should say, not just Amazon Prime, but the Amazon website. They didn't have all the flavors. I was going to get her all the flavors, and they didn't have, like, those. I can't remember. There's one that she likes. I can't remember what. It's the berry one, I don't know the full heavy metal name of it, but it's something berry. They didn't have that available, so I just got her 2 of the sparkling flavors. I didn't get her the regular sparkling flavor and the flat flavorless one.
Yeah.
I just got her the chainsaw one and the lime one. But then at Target, they had all the flavors, and it was priced a little bit better on Amazon. And then I saw on Amazon like the prices for like some of the flavored ones were like $30 a case, and mind you,
holy shit,
the case is 12 cans, right?
Yeah, I bought I bought mine through Amazon, and I bought it like twice through Amazon. And then I was like, let's go to Target and get it. We looked everywhere. The Target near us doesn't have any. I think either they sold out or they just don't carry it.
Yeah. Yo, Liquid Death, sponsor us. We're minorities. And then, like how I told you, not podcast-related stuff, but did we talk about it in last week's episode? We talked about the vending machine stuff and the vending machine business, but did I talk about how later on I saw on the Liquid Death website where you can like sell our water, right? So like I clicked on it and it's like, oh, you don't have a distributor? That's okay. Self-fulfill via Amazon. I'm like, oh, neat. That's funny. But anywho, so
I think you sent me a text about that.
Maybe. I couldn't remember if we talked about that in the episode, but yeah, it's like, how are you supposed to make a profit? Because you're not like buying it for cheap and then going marketing it up because it's like already at like retail price of what they go for. Like $1.50 or whatever, $2.
Mm.
But I know at the farmers market that we go to, some of the vendors they sell the water, and I think they're going for like $3 or $4.
Yeah, when we went to go see Backstreet Boys, I think one of those waters were like $4, and a beer, like a tall boy of Corona, went for like $7.
Yeah.
It was crazy, the pricing that they had. They always, and then they had other things like the fish bowl, all the liquor in the fish
Bowl
bowls.
margarita.
Yeah, they had those. They had mixed drinks. They come in like a plastic shaker, and you can drink those. But yeah, it was pretty expensive.
Yeah.
So, my week? Well,
Hey, no one asked you about your week.
oh, okay.
Just
Yeah,
kidding, just kidding. Evan, what'd you get into this last week?
Laura's still recovering.
How many more weeks of recovery does she have?
This coming up, I think it's this week or next week, she has an appointment for her stitches to come out. And then she has her first physical therapy for her hand. And then after that, I think they tell her how long she's going to be out of work for. About 3 days ago, my throat is killing me. I don't know if it's due to snoring or I got something, but it's just my throat has been killing me. I took a COVID test and that came back negative. So, I mean, I think either it's just me snoring in the middle of the night and it's irritating my throat, or it's just, hopefully it's not strep. I tried to find these anti-snoring, it's like a mouth guard, and I tried to find it at Walmart, but I couldn't find it. So I'm gonna have to put a t-shirt around my head so my mouth doesn't open while I sleep, and then I'll stop snoring. But Laura's told me that I snore like crazy when I sleep, so I usually have to sleep in the other spare bedroom.
Make her sleep in the other room. Yeah, it's your place.
Nah.
Like, you don't like the snoring? Get your bitch ass out.
Yeah.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
And then, so then this guy that lives on the trailer, on the, like, if you look at my trailer, or the other across, the brown trailer, the guy had to kick this girl out that he was living with. And I'm mowing the yard, and he comes up to me, and he's like, oh, well, I have to change the locks. She's got to get her stuff out before I change the locks.
Why you tell me, bro?
So then the next morning, this girl has 2 cops out front, and she's like yelling at these cops. I don't know about, and then he had to let her in, and then I think she took everything he had, because they had a trailer, and she was bringing out shit, and he comes up to our door, and he's like, oh, well, I need a ride back to my job. The job place is it's about maybe a mile down the road.
Like, don't look at me, bro. I don't drive.
That's what I told him. I'm like, well, it's not up to me because I don't have a license, but I'll ask my girlfriend. And he's like, okay. And so we brought him down. He grabbed his phone and didn't really say too much. He wanted to give us $10, but I was like, don't worry about it.
You should have taken it. Gas is expensive. Next thing you know, you're going to have all the people that don't have rides in the park come up to you looking for rides, which might not be a bad idea, because, the way the gas is these days, you can charge them like $20 a ride.
I just remembered when the Mexicans lived in the trailer, would always pay us.
But wait, how do you know they're Mexicans?
Because Laura told me the first time we met him, they were like, oh yeah, he's Hispanic and stuff like that. But anyways, when they lived across the street from us, they always we would take them down to the store, and they always paid us well. They paid us, I think the most they ever paid us was like $40 just to take them. I think it was this
to the Big M.
Yeah, to the Big M. But
they couldn't walk their lazy asses down there.
Well, we had to cut them off because they came over at like dirt early in the morning, all drunk, and like, oh, well, can you take us down to buy beer? You know, and then one of them, person named Red, opened the door while I was talking to him and was trying to talk to Laura, and I was like, dude, like I thought I had to punch someone in the head because he was trying to get into the trailer to talk to Laura.
Does she speak Spanish?
Yeah.
And he only speaks Spanish?
Yeah. I mean,
and he doesn't want this gringo getting all up in his face, telling him he can't have beer at 7 o'clock in the morning.
So, but, yeah, but, I mean, I remember he would pay us, like, $20 almost every time we took him somewhere. And,
yeah.
But there was this one time where we had to go to this, like, it's like this little, Mexican convenience store. And
Taco Bell?
No. It was like this convenience store, and these people would send, or you can wire money to back, or they can wire money back to Mexico.
Western Union.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Western Union, but I think it was just this mom and pop shop that did it. So, they would wire money, and I remember I really had to take a shit, and I told Laura, I'm like, I can't hold it in. I'm gonna shit in the car or shit somewhere. So we go into this like store, and she was like, oh, probably Laura's probably telling him, oh, this white boy needs to take a shit. So I go into the bathroom, and there's a log already in the toilet, and I'm like, oh, great. Ew. So I flushed that and took a shit, and then we left. But
it would have been funny if they're like, oh, sorry, it's only for customers.
Yeah.
And then you had to go buy a pack of gum or something.
Yeah.
And then they tell you that the bathroom's out of service.
Yeah.
But, you know, speaking of different ethnic groups, what's the deal with Russians, right?
Okay.
You know, you can tell that someone might be Russian just by the way they look. You know, they got that look to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, look at all these Russian hockey players, or all these, you know, like in that one Marvel TV show, the Hawkeye one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got the Russian gang, and all those dudes are Russian. And then, like, you know, in Stranger Things, they got the Russians, like all those Russian prisoners. You could tell that they're Russian just by the way they look. They got this genetic thing that all these Russians, like, you can tell that someone looks, you know, Russian, or
it's their pale skin. They never get sun in Russia.
I don't think it's the pale skin, but, you know, it's just something about the way they look. Like,
yeah.
You know, you look like a creepy guy or whatever. It's just,
yeah. What was it? Did you see about that basketball star, or the female basketball star? They got 9 years in Russia prison because she had a vape pen with marijuana in it, and so they charged her for drug smuggling.
Yeah, like what was it? I can't remember exactly the terminology that they used, but like they it was like big time drug smuggler type of charge.
Yeah. I just saw it on a TikTok thing, and they were talking about how this, like, literally she just had a vape pen that she brought, and they bought it, or they caught it in customs, and yeah, she's now charged with 9 years in Russian prison. That's fucking crazy.
Not charged with 9 years in Russian prison. Sentenced.
Yeah, sentenced.
To 9.5 years out of a 10-year maximum.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Well, that's what you get. You know, you do the crime, you pay the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any phone calls or emails from the loyal listeners?
No, not this week. It's kind of sad because, like, I thought we would have at least one or two, but no, we had nothing this week. I still got that, whatchamacallit, someone wants to test drive a truck, they keep calling the number and like, oh well, if you're still interested, why don't you come in and test?
Answer. Like, who are you looking for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because like, I don't have a license, man, and I think you got like the wrong number.
Yeah.
Where are they located?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't really say. It just says something dealership. So I got done paying. I tried the Facebook advertising for the for our podcasts, and so I paid $25 for a 5-day span, so $5 a day.
Yep.
And we only got 6 likes on the Facebook page. So a total so it cost us $4 for 1 like. So because we got 6 likes. Do you think that was worth it?
Well, did it generate any other traffic to any of the other platforms?
It did increase the website. We had about 50 cents a month. It's been up. We've had 53 people look at it. So, I mean, it's not a lot, but I mean, it's
25 are you every time you go to the website.
No, I only go to the website when I have to edit it and stuff like that, but I never really visit it. I just make sure all the links work and everything like that.
Well, here's what you do, Evan. You do a little giveaway right now.
Okay.
First person to email after they hear this episode gets a free sticker.
Yeah, I just post something on Instagram about maybe if anyone wants me to make the Bogart podcast stickers, and
like what do you have in your inventory right now?
Just the Beer Pirate Radio stickers, which
right,
you can get at the BogartPodcast.com. Go to the merch page and send me $3 with your address, and I'll gladly ship it out to you.
For promotional purposes, to get the word out there, after this episode goes up Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, first person to write in or call or text the phone number, say, hey, am I the first? ? And then Evan will reply yes or no, and then you can send them Evan will ask for their information, then boom, get a sticker in the mail 3 to 5 business days.
Yeah, I'll do that. So, if you text or call into the show, 585-678-1660, or email at thebogartpodcast@gmail.com, you do what Dave just said, I'll send you a sticker. So.
And you know what I say? You know how you ask, like, hey, do you want stickers? No, nobody wants stickers. You know what people want?
What?
Beer koozies.
Beer koozies?
Beer koozies.
I don't know. I haven't done research about beer koozies, but I'll have to look into it. I mean, I made these labels when we first moved into my trailer, and it had my address and all of them, and I ordered them, and they gave me like a stack. I'm still using them to this day to light or lot fee checks. It's like it just says my address on them. That's it. And I thought I only ordered 1 sheet, but it came in like a stack, and I'm still using them today. And it's been like almost 7 years I've been here. So I'll have to look into that. I think it was Vistaprint that I ordered the labels from, and then I made the stickers, the Beer Pirate Radio stickers, from Sticker Mule. So yeah, I'll have to look into everything. I'll have some more stuff coming soon.
Beer koozies, cheap sunglasses.
Yeah.
Board shorts, flip flops. Beer bottle openers.
I think the koozies would be the way to go, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
like when back, I think it was like 2000, the winter of 2000. Oh, what was it? 18 or 19? I honestly can't remember. Not the last time I was home for Christmas, but the time before that when I was home for Christmas. My cousin Nathan and TJ, we played a show. We had like this tribute act thing for Black Sabbath, and we called it Fat Sabbath. the Fat Bastards of Reality, and I had some merchandise made up, some little pins
Yeah.
and some beer bottle openers, and only one person bought the thing, the two little combo,
Mm-hmm.
and but the money that we made from the show covered the cost of the merchandise that I purchased. So I got all these beer bottle opener buttons and regular buttons still kicking.
Did you bring them down to Florida when you moved back?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next person to email the show or call in, David will send you. Well, I don't know. David would send you a Black Sat, or what was it?
Fat Sabbath.
Fat Sabbath pin and stuff like that. So, but
Pin and beer bottle opener.
pin and beer bottle opener, right? So, yeah, my throat is fucking killing me.
Yeah, last week, all last week, I was pretty congested. Like the first couple days, I had I felt fatigued and I had a headache, but I pretty much had a headache the whole week. And then I want to say it was Friday, my eyes just were watering so bad,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can't remember if it was that Friday morning when I woke up and my eyes were all crusty and I couldn't open them. But Saturday morning it was real bad. And oh my God, do I have pink eye?
Oh no.
But and it was bad yesterday, but not as bad. And today it's a lot better. My eyes were just all bloodshot and just watering. So Jess was it's probably allergies. I'm impossible. I'm not allergic to anything. Superior genes, But because a couple weeks ago, Harper, she had it too, and not the fatigue and the body ache and the headache for a week straight and the congestion. Just for 3 or 4 days, when she was sleeping, her eyes would get all crusty, and we gave her some allergy medicine and it fixed it up a little bit. So I took some of her allergy medicine because it said for children and adults, and I'm an adult and I can't swallow pills, so I took some kids' allergy medicine.
You can't swallow pills?
Yeah, I can't swallow pills.
Really?
Here I am, 29 years old, and I can't swallow pills.
Do you take vitamins at all or anything?
No, not anymore, because I was doing these vitamin supplements where it gives you 3,000 milligrams of vitamins and all this stuff, but you know what? Your body can only absorb so much, and you're just pissing it out. So
yeah,
the vitamin stuff, it's a scam.
Yeah,
it's a scam.
I take once a day men's vitamin, and I take an iron pill at night.
You should take a regrow your hair pill.
Yeah, if they sold that, I'd be the first to buy it.
Your bald ass.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I take a vitamin every day. I could tell the difference between if I don't take a vitamin a week long, because I ran out of vitamins last week, and I could tell that my body was just it felt off, because I'm just used to taking a vitamin every day.
All right, so here's a question for you.
Gotcha.
Epic Mealtime. You remember that YouTube show?
Mm-hmm.
Is that still a thing?
No, because the main guy, he's from Canada, right? I think so. Mm-hmm. I think he pursued a career in acting, and because he was in Kevin Smith's movie Yoga Ho, or I don't even remember what it was called, but he was in that. He's been in a couple other Canadian movies, but I think this is what I think. I think that he created the channel, and then he has people running it. So I don't think he does it himself anymore.
Like back it was like when you were first getting in the podcast game, and that's when I discovered Epic Mealtime. So it's like 2010 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. We need to do stuff like this. But obviously we never did. But I was just thinking about that the other day, so I wrote it down on stuff to talk about. Like Epic Mealtime, is that still a thing? Was that the one character muscles glasses, and I just remember they went to like this muscle glasses dad's place,
Mm-hmm.
right up in the woods of Montreal or wherever Canada there are, and there's this treat that these Canadians do, where they take a stick, put it in the snow, and then they take maple syrup and like pour a line,
Mm-hmm.
right, and then they take the stick and roll up the maple syrup, so it's like a frozen maple syrup
Mm-hmm.
thing. And I just remember in that show they did it with a hockey stick,
Yeah.
right? Uh, I mean, I love maple syrup.
I like the
It's my
candies,
favorite.
the maple candies.
Yeah.
The it's like just pretty much like all sugar. And I remember I was taking a ski trip up to Vermont, and we stopped at this like ma and pa like store, and they had these like basically miniature maple candies. I remember just popping them left and right, and I just remember I was wired, like I was like, it was crazy how much sugar there is in those.
Yeah. All right. Here's a blast from the past.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought about it, but I thought about it, and then so I googled it, right, and then I found it where you can watch it. Remember this little show called Rocket Power on Nickelodeon?
Rocket Power, was that with all those kids that were into extreme sports?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So we utilize my wife's mom's Amazon Prime for TV purposes, right?
Yeah.
And through Paramount Plus on it, she has like the Paramount Plus subscription, and it's with the Amazon Prime thing too.
Mhm.
We can watch Rocket Power.
Oh,
So
nice.
last night we watched I watched like a bunch of episodes of it. But me and Jess watched a bunch of episodes before she went to bed, and I continued to watch it for like another hour.
Yeah.
And it's just like I just remember because we were like in sixth grade when it came out,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh my god, this is the greatest kids show ever.
Yeah. We've been there's like nothing on TV now, and actually this week I have to get back most of my cable channels because preseason football is coming back. But
Yeah, go Bills.
yeah, and so we've been watching old episodes of Jersey Shore.
Oh god, you're still watching that
Yeah,
show?
we mean it's entertaining. I mean, I like it. I like reality TV. Most people don't, but I like it. I think it's entertaining. Like, but there with TV shows these days, it's like fake reality is happening now, where they script everything and it. But yeah, we've been watching Jersey Shore about every day. But yeah, I got to get back cable. I got to get back to NFL Network. I wanted to get the Sunday ticket, NFL Sunday ticket, but they want like $70 a month for but you get all the games. Like you could choose pick whatever game you want to watch. But
Well, you probably shouldn't because there's only one team you like.
well, I do watch the Bills too. I mean,
Yeah, you better. You better.
I watch the Bills, but I mean, yeah, I don't really know if I'm gonna get Sunday ticket or not because it's just damn expensive.
Well, put it on your credit card.
No, I can't put anything on my credit card. So
Yeah. This is speaking of credit cards. I have like the highest balance I've ever had on my credit card.
same here.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, Biden.
yeah.
Fucking dickhead. But anywho, all right. So remember, you sent me a picture a couple, 2, 3 days ago of that TV show.
What TV show was that?
Mighty Ducks.
Oh yeah, like they were
Changers.
going to like some tropical place.
Oh, was it a trailer?
No, it was just a picture,
Or
but
you just sent me a screenshot like you always do?
yeah.
But so I want to talk about that.
Okay.
So I'm not the biggest fan of the Mighty Ducks franchise, but I'm a huge fan of the Mighty Ducks franchise. I loved the movies growing up as a kid. I love the movies as an adult, as a 29-year-old male. When I was coming back from work, a business trip, I was at an airport in Philadelphia, and I had 4 hours to kill, and I walked almost the whole airport, and I saw in a shop, it was a lids shop, a Mighty Ducks jersey, and I bought it because I'm a big Disney Mighty Ducks fan, and I own all 3 movies on DVD. I watched the Disney Plus Mighty Ducks Game Changers like 3 or 4 times, so big fan of the show.
Yeah.
When the coronavirus happened, Emilio Estevez, our Lord and Savior, quit. He quit the thing because these goddamn libtards, these goddamn Republicans are ruining everything, and all these, what's the word? I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but Disney's making it. You have to be vaccinated to work for them or whatever. And Emilio Estevez quit, and he had every right to do that. Am I disappointed about that? Yeah, absolutely. So I'm wondering how are they going to write him off? Did he go back to coaching college hockey or something, or are they going to kill him off in the series? In the thing that you sent me, it looked like it was I'm not 100% sure on the guy's last name, Dash Umal or whatever it is. You may know him from such hit TV shows as Las Vegas or some of the Transformer movies, I think.
Yeah.
He was married to Fergie for a while, so it looked like him in the poster of the show. But I didn't get a really good look at it, so I don't know if it was. What they should have done, maybe, I don't know, maybe they did, maybe they are, maybe they're not, I don't know. But, had the actor Joshua Jackson reprise his role of Charlie Conway, captain of the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Take over. But, love the show, love the movies, still love it.
Well, okay, so if you could choose one or the other, if you could choose the old version of the Mighty Ducks or the Disney Plus version of the Mighty Ducks, which one would you pick?
The old one all day.
Yeah, the old one all day would be.
It was so awesome, when some of the original people did what are they called? Did a cameo? And have you watched it?
No,
on Disney Plus?
I haven't yet. No.
Oh, spoiler alert for all the people who haven't seen it. A handful of the original actors, do a cameo of their characters, like Fulton Reed, Guy Germain, Connie Moreau, Lester Averman, Woo 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 Kenny Woo. I think that was all the people that reprised the. Oh, and Adam Banks, Cake Eater. Those original actors,
they made an appearance.
Reprised their roles for a couple of the episodes. Maybe just one of the episodes, but I can't remember. Was it? I think it was just the one episode. I can't remember if Fulton Reed was in a couple more episodes, but yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah. I've been playing.
It was like oh, the feels.
Yeah. I the other week
because Evan, sorry to interrupt. Remember when we went snowboarding or skiing and snowboarding that one winter day?
Yeah.
When we went to the tavern afterwards, and there's that little girl.
Yeah.
Wearing her Mighty Ducks jersey.
Yeah, you were like, which one or which Mighty Duck is your favorite? And I forgot what she said, but
And she's like, Adam Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Because she's like, and her mom was like, this kid loves all things 90s. I'm like, bitch, you don't know shit about the 90s.
yeah, and the 90s fashion is coming back. You look at every
Yeah.
clothes store, it's like either baggy shirts or like the jeans, the low cut jeans, or I don't know what they are, but yeah. So
I just hope soap shoes come back.
they do. They are. If you look up Epic's grind shoes, they're an actual thing. Like you
So,
can
like,
get like they look like high tops, but they have the grind plates on them. Because I was like, oh man, that would be so fucking sick if I could buy those pair and then I'll just walk around Bloomfield grinding shit.
I saw a thing on the Instagram Reels a couple of weeks ago about, it was like, it was a person wearing soap shoes. Today's people would have no idea what those are, but me growing up in the time when the soap shoes were a thing, I could tell right away that guy was wearing soap shoes and he was running and grinding. So like it was this video where this person's like, how do they do it, right? And it's like, this is what they did. They had some people in some green costumes and you couldn't see them,
Yeah.
right? And like lift them up and slide them,
Mhm.
but like no, you can clearly see the soap shoes that he's wearing, and he's actually doing this.
Yeah.
And I was like looking at the comments, and someone said, "Yeah, it's like this guy's wearing soap shoes."
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, I miss those days. We used to. I remember in recess in sixth grade, we would all have these soap shoes, and then we find this middle rail. I don't know where it came from, but we would all slide down this middle rail with our soap shoes. We would share shoes and shit. Probably not the. Probably why our feet always smelled, but. So, all right. So I found these would you rather questions. Mm-hmm. So we'll start with the first one. Would you rather only be able to take a cold shower or take a shower only for 5 minutes at a time?
For 5 minutes at a time. Let me tell you about showering. When I went to boot camp, right,
Okay.
we had like 30 seconds to take a shower.
That's it?
So like, that's nothing. 5 minutes, that's like so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
next question.
Okay.
Next question.
Yeah, I think I would, you know what, to tell you the truth, I think I would take a cold shower because, some hot days I would rather take a cold shower. And if I had to take a shower, it has to be longer than 5 minutes. So, all right, next one. Would you rather be an NFL quarterback or be an MLB pitcher?
I don't know. I don't really know much about either of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to decline.
I think I would be...
No, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, which one gets all the ladies?
I don't know. I think probably NFL. Because I think that's a bigger sport than MLB, to tell you the truth. I mean, maybe not, because I can't, I'm not a really big baseball guy. I can't really sit through a game because I just get bored. Like, the NFL, there's always action going on. I mean, I don't know. But
I don't know. Maybe I'll be an MLB pitcher.
All right. Let me see.
I'll be a closer. Be a closer for the Yankees.
Okay. Would you rather have a power to spawn mac and cheese, or be able to shoot soda out of your fingers?
I would say shoot soda out of my fingers because I'm sick of mac and cheese.
I love I can eat mac and cheese. I haven't in a while because before it was like every meal when we moved into the trailer, every meal that I had was mac and cheese. Like every night I would be like over the stove making mac and cheese, but then I got like sodium poisoning basically, and I ended up passing out. I woke up one morning, I felt like really lightheaded and I passed out. And so my mom had to take me to the emergency room and they were like, yeah, you just been eating like shit and it made you pass out. So, but yeah, you know what, if if I could spawn mac and cheese, I would probably do it. You know what? The best mac and cheese, but they discontinued it, was Chipotle mac and cheese that Velveeta made. That was the best mac and cheese ever.
See, I like the Velveeta mac and cheese. I hate boxed mac and cheese, that comes in the powder.
Mm-hmm.
I hate people's homemade mac and cheese because everybody says that their mother or their grandmother makes the best homemade mac and cheese, and it's always dry as shit, and they put breadcrumbs on top and make it even more dry. I like macaroni and cheese from what's that place called? Pantera Bread. Places like that have mac and cheese in a bread bowl.
Yeah.
Soul food, like the Southern style mac and cheese made by the soul food people, the African Americans. They make probably pretty good mac and cheese. But yeah, I like Velveeta mac and cheese, but I hate Kraft macaroni and cheese out of the box with the powdered shit.
Oh yeah, that's gross. And
once you have kids, that's all they want to eat is Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Ugh. Yeah. All right. I think I got like two more, and then we'll probably wrap up the show. Would you rather live in Las Vegas or live in New York City?
New York City.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's more expensive to live out in New York City than it is Las Vegas.
Is cost an option, or do we have to worry about cost?
Well, I imagine so, because if you want to live there,
or just yeah. I went to Las Vegas once, went to New York City once, but I just the city it calls to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I could go to Rangers games whenever I want.
Yeah. I guess if money wasn't an option,
Subway. I could have New York style pizza whenever I want. I could go down to the local bodega, get a tall boy, a Jenny Cream Ale.
Yeah. Oh.
Have bagels.
Talking about beer, Oktoberfest is coming back. I see ads all the time for Sam Adams. That's my favorite.
Yeah, Sam Adams Oktoberfest used to be my favorite too, but I want to say Rohrbox's Oktoberfest is already out. Genesee's, theirs is coming out soon, but like everything that Genesee does with their special series stuff is just you guys can't see, but I'm doing the Italian fingers. Mm-hmm. It's just like amazing.
Yeah,
I just love everything that they're doing.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather be in a music video or have one line in a movie?
Probably be in a music video.
I was going to say the same, because you can go on YouTube and can watch that music video 100 times, but you would have to like fast forward through a movie just to have that one line that you were in. All right, well, I think that's going to be it for this episode of the Bogart Podcast.
All right, Evan, just for the record, how much dick do you suck?
I don't suck any. Anyways, call into the show. We need people to call, and we need to have interaction with you guys. So call on the show, 585-678-1660. Email the show at thebogartpodcast@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook, The Bogart Podcast. And follow us on everywhere that you get podcasts, like Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio. We're on all of them. So, but
and Twitter, bitch.
Yeah, I'm not even promoting that shit anymore. Anyways, so thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the other side. This has been a Beer Pirate Radio production.